Hello and welcome to Mickeyology, where we take Disney a little too seriously. I'm Austin Rathall, and today we're examining Disney's first animated sequel, The Rescuers Down Under. Released 13 years after the original Rescuers, The Rescuers Down Under features Bernard and Miss Bianca going on another mission for the Rescue Aid Society, this time in Australia. But which part of Australia do they visit, and when? Let's examine the clues hidden in the film and find out. The film begins by introducing us to Cody, a young boy living somewhere in the Australian outback. Footage of Cody's house reveals that it stands near a large rock formation. This appears to be Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, which stands in Australia's Northern Territory. Later, Cody encounters a great golden eagle named Marahute, who lives in a magnificent canyon. Marahute's canyon resembles Nitmaluk, aka Catherine Gorge, which is also located in Northern Territory. Disney filmmakers visited both these locations when they traveled to Australia to do research for the movie. They also visited Kakadu National Park, which is also located in Northern Territory. Therefore, it's safe to say The Rescuers Down Under takes place in Northern Territory, Australia. Often the best way to determine when a film takes place is to examine the human-made objects or material culture featured in it. Much of The Rescuers Down Under takes place in the wilderness, so there isn't a lot of material culture to look at. However, when Wilbur flies Bernard and Bianca to Australia, we see the Sydney Opera House. Now, the Opera House opened in 1973, so we know based on this piece of material culture that the movie must take place after that year. Earlier in the film, we see Rescue Aid Society mice transmitting news of Cody's kidnapping across the globe. When the message reaches a Hawaiian military base, we see a soldier seated in front of a computer array. Mice commandeer one of the computers, and we get a good look at the computer's keyboard. Notice how the caps lock key and control key appear to have switched places, and that there's a key with a triangle symbol located above the 4 and 5. This is the layout for the Apple desktop bus keyboard, which was manufactured from 1986 to 1988. That puts The Rescuers Down Under in the late 80s. Now, I will admit there is a problem with this theory though. If you've seen my video on when and where the first Rescuers film takes place, then you know that the first movie is most likely set in the 1960s. However, the average lifespan of mice is less than 5 years. In 2023, a mouse named Sir Patrick Stewart, no relation, set a world record for the longest lifespan of a mouse, after he made it 9 years and 209 days. If the first Rescuers movie takes place in the 60s, that makes Bernard and Bianca at least 20, an age much older than the world record. Now, some may consider it unreasonable to think that Bernard and Bianca could live such long lives, but I would remind those people that real mice don't typically dress in clothing or speak English or perform elaborate rescue missions either. Based on the movie's geography, landmarks, and technology, I'm placing The Rescuers Down Under in Australia's Northern Territory circa 1986. So, there you have it. That is my theory for when and where Disney's The Rescuers Down Under takes place. Please let me know in the comments what you think of my conclusion and when and where you think the movie takes place. Also, let me know which Disney movie you would like me to examine next. If you would like access to even more Mickeyology content, you can go to patreon.com/Mickeyology or become a channel member here on YouTube and access even more Mickeyology videos. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.